I liked the topic of discussion today, and I liked the interest coming from the students.
It was a very good event. I really thank finance and accounting students for organizing it. The topic was just up to date in terms of what's trending, sustainability. So that was pretty good, and I think the students will benefit a lot from the insights from the various speakers here on sustainability, climate change, and ESG in general.
This is an exciting topic that is also very relevant in today's society. So my parting shot is let's be bold and let's all play our roles in ensuring that we have sustainable practices in everything that we do.
Hello, my name is Lavek. I work for ACCA. I'm very happy to have been part of this summit today. The summit was organized. It's been very well organized. I've had a chance to be able to really share with students the various career options, especially around enhancing their careers to be able to become the best professionals that would actually take the world forward, especially within the space. We hope to see as many young people being able to take these opportunities so that they can be able to be as relevant as possible. Plus also in the face of the digital disruptions, we also expect that this will be helpful for them to be able to make themselves as relevant in the face of the various economic disruptions that are affecting most of the business organizations.
By technology, we are able to work in collaboration. We are grouped into what we call clusters. Once every week, we have a meeting with people in other clusters across the globe. And we are able to just run a meeting as if we were actually seated in the same room. And this is efficiency. Management today is also seizing. Now today we are looking at leadership and coaching. Yeah? Management was more of a traditional way of seeing to it that everybody gives their best output. And you see, at the end of the day, it's not really worth the while. We've seen as many people who would actually just clock in at 8 in the morning. They are very punctual, but at the end of the 8 hours, zero output.
The question you want to ask yourself is, why then should we care, especially as accountants? And I went back, looked at the history of accounts and realized that accounting started way back in 1494. There was an Italian called Luca Macaulay, and during that time the Italian economy was booming, and of course there was need to record transactions, need to invest, and he came up with a principle that holds today, which is the debit and credit. So that's way back how far accounts has come.
As in any business field or in any person for students, it's good that as you grow, as you advance in life, it's good that you have somebody who has gone ahead of us. Okay, they could be your best friend, they could be your lecturers, they could be your former colleagues from fields of work, they could be your your parents as well, they could be your principals from high school. So you cannot run this journey alone. You need a mentor to walk with you, to give you insights on how to navigate life. Okay, that's the very first thing, that have a mentor. Then define what you want to achieve in life. Have a goal. Define a goal. Define your goal, and have the goal parameters that you want to undertake that goal. Upon which now you're going to stand your ground and pursue that issue you want to pursue in life. Am I clear? Not with me. I'll be so quiet. Let it be something something that is engaging. Okay. Don't just be quiet. Come on, any quizzes, just feel free to raise your hand and then we will respond to you. Okay? So once after having a mentor, let's also make sure that we are accountable. Okay? And let's be accountable of our plans, of our decisions, of our different approaches to life. Okay? Because at the end of it all, is you that will be answerable to your actions or your decisions. Okay? So in any given setting, always make sure that you feel accountability. Okay, at the end of it all, that this state of mind that I'm undertaking, how will I be able to account or give answers to whoever may ask me? So this will define what you do, how you respond to questions that come your way, and how you're able to circumvent any challenge that might perhaps come your way. Okay, am I speaking? Yes. So, and also now the third aspect of it that we need to have it is now to network. Let's be able to present as much as we can to network. All of us here are young people in our heydays. So let's be able to leverage upon the people who have what it takes, okay? The people who have made it in life, the people who perhaps we look forward to them in terms of guidance, in terms of them giving us the right mentorship, the right information, the right insights, the right enlightenment for us to, at some point in time, be where I want to be in life, okay? Because ideally, if you fixate on yourself, on yourself and on your abilities and on your strength, at some point in time you might burn out, okay? So it is therefore of utmost importance that you have strong networks, okay? Build structures when you are young, build structures so that when you graduate, getting a job won't be an issue, getting investment won't be an issue because you have enough structures, you have enough strong foundation that you able to build in your campus. Okay? So over and above studying, over and above books, over and above learning, make sure that you are diversified, you are rounded as a student. Okay? Am I clear? Have them for
with these new systems, most of these systems tend to mimic the accountants. So will this be the real end game for most accounting professionals? For example, like now the softwares, the systems, could this be a real end game? Because with the new systems in place, most accountants are being replaced with these systems. Like now, in an organization, there may be an impressed accountant, a vote book accountant, all those. But now with the proper accounting software system, you only need like 1 or 2 accountants to manage the system. Could this be the real end game for all of us, and could it be threatening our profession as accountants? And if yes, as the CAK, you are the regulatory body, how are you ensuring that this does not hurt the future accountants of Kenya? Thank you.
We're happy to be here today because you have taken me way back to my days as a student, many years ago. During the time when I was a student, sustainability was not a topic. I think the world had not come to a place where it fully appreciated how human activities are harming the environment. From all angles, and therefore it wasn't a topic of interest. But today it's a key problem that the world is trying to address. Organizations, countries, nations, institutions like yours. So maybe I can just start with a brief introduction. I think you've already been told I'm a senior relationship manager. Is a very strategic sector for the bank, and as you can all already tell, there are many linkages with sustainability and green financing. So I sit within corporate banking. I am a career banker. I've been in the banking industry for more than 18 years, and one of my areas of passion is actually in sustainability. So one of the things I do is that I champion sustainability within our teams, basically trying to entrench sustainable practices in the various areas where we work. So maybe I can probably just proceed. I'm very happy to get this invitation. And I'd like to recognize the club patron, Jackson Mutua. Thank you for inviting me to the podium. Jeremiah Omeri, the chairman. Jabez Araka, who shares a name with me, president. The club secretary general, Robert Orare. I'd also like to recognize the lecturers in the room, my fellow speaker, and
all the students once again to say good morning. So, I don't know if you've been following the discussions of COP27 as students of business. Have you been following? By a show of hands? COP27 just happened.
You realize that maybe even 2 people or 1 person is able to do that. And the most funny thing is that you don't need to be available in the office for you to do that. So with the coming of COVID-19 also, we also had to due to some changes that were really introduced in the field. In as much as it had negative effects, but you will agree with me that it really brought several inventions during the period of COVID-19. The online work that we are currently talking about is all because of COVID-19. And these has really helped organizations to reduce on their cost and maybe maximize on their profits. So, even as you come out of school, you need to ask yourself then, are you that individual who is going or who is able to adapt to the changing work environment? Do you have the skills? Several speakers have talked about this, academic qualifications and professional qualifications. And I just want to emphasize that you take in note of it. If you are keen and you are focused on where you are going, then I believe that perhaps you checked on different job adverts. If you check on job adverts within your area of study or within your interest area, then what do you see the job requires of you? So that is where you need to invest in, and that is where you need to focus in. I believe today, if you look at any accounting or finance job or any auditing job that will be advertised, the first qualification will be a bachelor's degree in a business-related course. After that, it doesn't end there. Professional.
In the morning, of course, you decide that you have some plans at the end of the day. So you're basing out of the data of the specific time that you're having so that you can plan on the various things that you can do. Now, when you open your application, your phone application, do you know how much data is sent to the provider of that application in a single second? A lot of data. So how do they use this data? When you talk about the Meta company is a new name for the Facebook, Facebook owns. How do they analyze the data and bring you the advert that is related to what you consume? Now, this is what I'll tell you. Actually, there's something that is very expensive, is doing the digital marketing. For these companies, if there is any company that...
This question came from Frederick Okundi from Multimedia University. Number one, he asked about product differentiation. For example, you are here at university, you are really like a BCom or a BBA, and you also pursue like a CPA qualification to be able to bench those who have a better professional qualification. There is also somebody else here, engineering, who is also doing farming, and also wants to do CPA qualification, and also have a better professional qualification. Let me start by saying there is no harm for you to be able to diversify in terms of your career growth. You might be an engineer, and once you're an engineer, at some point, you might be able to have some interest to be a professional accountant. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is also another question that I need to pose to you. Can you be a master of everything? It's a question. Personally, I'm a statistician by profession. I am graduated in Maseno way back in 2005. Is when I graduated. Being a statistician, why should a statistician be able to enroll a professional qualification in like a HR? It's something to be able to ponder. The point I'm putting across is, it is very hard for an employer who is looking for a serious person to be able to have an advert, that is quite confusing. For example, I need somebody with a bachelor degree in engineering and also a CBA professional. That one, it is not working. But the point I'm putting across, when you are building a career within your path, you are more competitive than when you are diversifying your careers. Let me also give another scenario. For example, like for my case, if I want to do a customer qualification, out of the five
about customer, but you have not told us something about how customer is working towards environmental sustainability.
Connected to the world as we join these professional bodies. I'm very sure that you will need a connectivity partner, and that is why Telecom is here to ensure that you're able to walk that path with all confidence that you have a connectivity partner that is able to take you to the international world. And then finally, we have also brought you the devices themselves with which you can use these packages that we have brought for you.
But you see, if you have actually undertaken that particular engagement practically, you can be able to really apply it any other time. Even if you're walking up in the middle of the night, you can be able to apply it. The other thing is, the reason why organizations prefer professional qualifications often about the degree, and of course you realize that the degree is the bare minimum, so nobody below the degree will you ever see. Most of them will be, the degree must be there, still, because there's a particular role the degree qualification plays. Yeah? But the professional qualification will give you those particular skill sets. Today we are talking about the disruption.
At this point in time, I'd like to welcome our former treasurer, Madam Teresia Kishia, to appreciate FCPA Dr. Okundi. We welcome you warmly, and our partnership really is bearing fruit. And to mention a few, CASNEP, ACCA, ACP, BPM, Sonic Data School, and Telcom. It's my sincere hope and that the interaction of this summit will yield a positive result both for our guests and we students. So a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. If you have any question or you need any clarification, feel free to interact with my officials, those guys who are the tags at their chest or their hanging one. Well, I do not want to take a lot of time. At this time, in moment, I'd like to bring on stage our patron CPA, Jackson Mutua, to take up from here. As our patron is coming, I hereby declare the Accounting and Finance Summit officially open, the 2022 edition. Welcome, sir.
So again, happy to be here. A bit of my background, very quickly. So I'm currently a partner, a senior partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers. I lead the firm's government and public sector business in East Africa. So I deal with not-for-profit institutions, the likes of the government, department, ministries and agencies, not-for-profit organizations, I've done it at Africa level, but now I focus mainly on East Africa. I've been with the firm for 7 years, one employer, 7 years, but I'm emphasizing that fact because I want you to draw a lesson out of that. Many people ask me, now we employ very young graduates every year, take out every year. Most of them are younger than my children now, so like when I'm recruiting them, I really have to think twice, even on the interview, because they're very, very young. So one of the questions they ask me, how come you're here? Also, they can't believe we've been 7 years. But I always tell them, look, I found the firm like a home to me as an individual. So the farm's purpose and my purpose have a convergence in me. The value system of the farm and my own value system as an individual have a very, very strong convergence. So if you get a place that is in convergence with your purpose, all of us, we have a purpose in life. It takes us time to discover our purpose. Even me, I'm still defining my purpose. I'm almost getting there. It's almost a natural inclination. But whatever you do that makes you feel happy, at the same time you can see you are adding value, that is your purpose. If it's adding value, not just to you, but to the other people. So the farm has been a good home. 27 years, exactly 1st of August 1995. I served 8 years in Ghana, West Africa on a secondment. Out of 27 years, I've been a partner for 16 years. So it's been a good place that is really fulfilling. And at the same time, as I said earlier on, I've had a chance to be at the apex of accounting profession in Kenya. I've been the chairman of this part, the vice chairman of the institute as well. And also I've served in several boards, including ACCA. So very, very privileged, and I really thank God for all those things. So that's the nutshell, that's really my background. My doctorate degree is actually a honorary one, not an academic one, which I received very recently. It's good to share from the University of London Graduate School in collaboration with Commonwealth University. And that was as a result of the contribution of the work that I've been doing within the profession and also social responsibility at my personal level, and a lot of work around governance, leadership and governance altogether. So these individuals, this university, they normally go around for such individuals and they identify me and allow them to be the honorary. All right, so quickly, I'll tackle a few things. I know Jeremiah wanted me to talk about green climate, financing, reporting around that line. But I told him that, look, I'll mention a few things around it. We are specialists within the farm that could handle that. But because there is short time, I can't be able to tell you. But next time, in case you still guys have it, even for the university, you can always get for you the real practitioners to come and talk about it. So I think the meeting global mega trend as of now is what I've talked about and Marina's talked about. The environmental, social, and governance issues. It's the main thing. COP27 just ended.
To our invited guests, invited institution, Cooperative University of Kenya, Machakos University, former chairman of this accounting and finance club, invited institution that has always supported this club since it was formed. We have KCB, our key partner. We have CASNEP, they have always truly been our partners. We have ACCA, we have Telcom, we have other institutions who are joining for the first time, Building Future Minds, Sonic Data School. Good morning. My name is Jackson Mutuo, the patron of the club and also a lecturer in the Faculty of Business, Department of Accounting and Finance. So to the invited guests, we have your place here. So we have guests who will be able to talk to you, and I'm sure they are well prepared. Once I make my remarks, I'll be able to invite the first guest speaker. Then from there, we can now be able to progress with the activities of the day. So first allow...
Yeah, my name is Timon. I attended this event early at 9 and it's now ended. It's been a great success. well planned, and everything has gone smoothly. It's been
What have
fun.
you learned? What have you learned here?
I've learned a lot about finance and communication. Different guests with different topics.
And so the event was good, ilikuwa educative and more ilikuwa fun. Hasa tumesoma hadi kuhusu climate, and as a communication person penye unafaa fit into other careers, na si lazima uangalie side ya media, vile vile unaweza ingia kwa careers zingine kama accounting hivyo ukiwa kama communication person. So tumesoma vitu mingi sana, zote siwezi elezea hapa.
Hi, I'm Nancy from the University of Nairobi. I'm pursuing Bachelor of Commerce Accounting. I'm also the coordinator of partnerships, alumni and external affiliations. The event for me has been very insightful. I've learned a lot. It has been impactful and transforming. I've been able to network, which has been one of the most amazing days.
We would also like to appreciate Trendy Events for me play a big role in the event, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about finances, about climate, and how they can be intertwined with accounts.
My name is Lynette Mumbi, and I'm a member of Trendy Events. And the event was a success. All the speakers that we had invited came. We are so happy. The event started on time and ended on time. There was refreshments. All our members cooperated, and we are so grateful that this event went well.
So I'm Wangi Maina Joseph from Trendy Events. As the coordinator, the event was very successful, and we had the best event of all. And about financial education to our audience, it was real, on point, and very, very massive knowledge from our speakers. And we thank the speakers for also turning up on time, and also our other schools who were invited. Thank you so much for this grace in this event. Thank you so much.
Trendy Events, brief introduction.
Thank you. I'd like to first of all give a vote of thanks for everyone who came and those also in absentia. Thank you so much, and thank you to you, the audience, for making this possible. We wouldn't have had a wonderful event if you hadn't come, so clap for yourselves. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce my team. We worked closely with the Account and Financing Club. Thank you so much for allowing us to partner with you. So we have Sydney, who was part of entertainment and marketing. We have Joseph, who was the coordinator. We have Diana, who was the registrar. I'm sure you met her on your way in. And our Asha, Yoshi, and Zamzam, who was our designer and digital marketer. Thank you so much.
Right, don't go. Having said that, my name is Brahman Opio, your hired MC. Thank you so much for being patient for this event. Asanteni sana. Let us be upstanding for a closing prayer.